Hey yogis, welcome back. We're on day 25 of the Go Love Yourself January offering. And today we are going to start off in a more grounding position. So we're going to start off in child's pose. We're going to take child's pose with the knees together. So the knees together, toes together, and then releasing the upper body over top of the legs, forehead either down towards the floor, or you can place it on a cushion, a pillow, or a block. And then we'll just allow the arms to rest. So hands on the ground, release the elbows. This is a really nice release for the low back and into the hips. We'll use our exhales to let the body become heavy. And then as we inhale, filling up through the back body, feeling the belly gently pushing in towards the thighs. We're filling up the lungs like a container, filling that container from the bottom to the top. And then as we exhale, exhaling from the top to the bottom, allowing our exhales to be just as complete as the breaths in. We'll work this into a side body stretch, so lifting the head, walking the hands over towards the right side, planting the hands down, pulling back gently through that left hip. And then walking the hands back through center, hands over towards the left side this time. And then once more, hands back towards the center of the mat. We're going to lift through the upper body, slide that right hand over towards the left, come into a little bit of a twist. Keep sending the hips back towards the heels. And then sliding that right arm out, extending it long. Sweeping left arm over towards the other side. And then the left hand can come back. We're going to come into rabbit pose. I'll show you from the side. So in rabbit pose, we're reaching around towards the heels. We're going to place the forehead close towards the knees. Lift through the hips and roll onto the top of the head. So feeling a little bit more space into the back body, sliding the shoulders away from the ears, and slight engagement through the core. Keep the hips lifting, keep rounding through the back body. And then we'll lower the hips, lift through the head. We'll take a side body stretch here. So coming into gate pose, we're going to extend the left leg long, toes upwards towards the ceiling. We'll take the right hand down towards the mat to reach the left hand up and over. And then let's drop that left arm back, opening up through the front of the body, deep into that left shoulder. Let's sweep the left hand up overhead, release it down towards the ground in front of us, and let us come all the way back up through center. And then we're going to take the left hand down, reach the right hand up and over. So now left hand is palm facing up, sliding down that left leg. We'll sweep right arm down and around. Tuck the toes of the right foot under and sink the hips back towards that heel. We're going to plant the sole of the left foot on the ground, turning those left toes to point forward, and we'll release the upper body down towards the mat. From here, slide it forward into Sphinx pose, walking the arms forward, elbows underneath shoulders, feet walk back, lifting through the upper body. Let's wrap towards the right, look back. And then we're wrapping towards the left, look back. And we'll keep the upper body Sphinx position. We'll take a lower body child's pose, taking the toes together, sending the knees apart this time. As the hips settle back towards the heels, we walk the elbows back. And there's a bit of an isometric pull of the hands and the elbows back towards the hips to help us lengthen through the spine. Feel a little bit of engagement in between the shoulder blades, so the muscles there are helping to lift and open through the chest. And then we'll lift the hips and we'll come into our gate pose on the other side. This time the right leg extends long, right toes upwards. We'll sink that left hand down towards the mat, reach the right hand up and over, and then take that right hand, bring it behind, deep chest opening. Sweep that right hand up, over, and around. We're going to tuck the toes of that left foot under, plant the right foot down, release the upper body. And then walking the hands back in, lifting through the hips. We'll find our gate pose with the right hand coming onto the right shin. Left hand reaches up and over. And then from here, planting the hands towards the front of the mat. Let's step it into downward facing dog. Hips lifting back, upper thighs rolling in, shoulders releasing away from the ears. And then we'll sweep that right foot to the outside of the right hand. Settle the hips down towards the ground. Inhale to reach the hands up, lift the heart. And then as we exhale, take the hands down towards the ground, lift through the right toes, release the forehead towards the shins. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale to reach up, lift through the chest, maybe a slight back bend. Exhale, planting the hands, planting that right heel, lifting the toes, upper body releases forward. 1 more time, just like that. Inhale, reach it up, get long. And then exhale to release, lengthen out that front leg. We'll bend through that right knee, plant both hands on the mat, step it back into our downward facing dog. And then we'll step left foot outside left hand, sink that back knee down. Inhale to rise up. As we rise up, we sink the hips low, lift through the heart. Exhale, hands to mat. Lift the toes, release the forehead. 2 more times just like that. Inhale to rise up. Strong arms, strong core, length through the spine. Drop it down. Last one, looking for length on our breath in. And then surrendering on our breath out. From here, planting that left foot, taking the hands to the mat, sending the hips up and back, down dog. And then from down dog, we'll just take it back into a comfy seated position. We'll take the hands towards heart center, keep the heart lifted, drop the chin down towards the chest, lengthening out through the back of the neck, gentle neck release, and then lifting the head. Let's inhale, reach the hands up and back. We'll do that 2 more times. Lifting through the chest, lengthening, spreading the arms wide. 1 more. This time as the hands come wide, let's bend through the elbows. Take the hands behind the head. Gentle push of the head into the hands. We'll lift the left elbow up. Bring it back through center, other side. Back through center, hands towards heart center, just energetically sealing our postures and our practice chin down towards the chest as we take a moment to appreciate the wisdom of the body, the intuition, and the heart. Thanks for practicing with me on day 25, yogis. Namaste.